Civil discourse isn't really something you hear a lot of in 2020, unfortunately, but one Dallas area coffee shop is hoping to change that, one cup at a time.
I've been told I should try the sunshine in a cup.
On a drizzly gray day in Dallas, the Pax and Beneficia coffee shop is the very place you'd hope to warm yourself.
Pax and Beneficia means peace and blessings.
These four walls and the frothy elixirs brewed inside them, a longtime dream come true for co-owner Moyad Abdullati, a Palestinian-American whose family came from Kuwait in search of greater freedoms.
Coffee shops historically, since the first ones in the Middle East and the penny universities in Europe, have been a respite for constructive conversation and constructive discourse.
Something he says a 2020 America is deprived of. So with his business, he now makes this offering for customers to not only use it for their caffeinated pick-me-up, but also a safe space for opposing opinions.
Whether it's religion, economy, politics.
If you bring someone in to talk something out, it's a free coffee on the house. Customer Tim Urban is all in.
To me, that's one of the biggest things that's missing right now in our society, in our communities, and even in our friendships, is the ability to just have conversations about things we disagree on.
He also just so happens to be the co-host of the Same Blood podcast aimed at normalizing disagreements. He says too many people fear the friction.
And so what ends up happening is you find your echo chambers, you go live inside of those, and people get more entrenched in their ideas. It's a problem.
The coffee and discourse deal is only a few days old, but Tim says he already has a few people in mind he'd like to invite, and how navigating those typically uncomfortable discussions starts with respect.
You don't just start by, going and chucking a grenade into the conversation, because the conversation is, you don't have any equity built up. So I think you have to have that equity, and you have to have that mutual understanding and that value.
So come on in, pick your perk, take a seat, and take a stance. Moyad says folks will usually find they're more aligned than they imagined.
The answer is always somewhere in the middle. It's not left or right, it's not this way or that way. Usually the right approach is somewhere in the middle, and that's something that I've learned through my faith, and hope others share that as well.
Now, both men I talked to suggested starting off a conversation by getting to know the other person a little bit more first. Talk about topics that aren't so charged, and then you can ease your way into the issues. They said if you lay the groundwork with understanding, you'll probably be surprised that you're a lot more open to new and different ideas. Reporting in Dallas tonight, Marky Martin, NewsNation.